Hey guys, what's up? It's 250 Blaze with a new interview thing for two guys that are really amazing in Minecraft community for mods. They are known as SilverChiren and SanAndreasP, and they're known for taking over the Clay Soldiers mod when KodaichiZero gave up on it. However, they could not be here today because, well, some problems including scheduling and stuff. So I just sent them a private message. It was on the Minecraft forum with all the questions. They answered them, and then I used text editors or text to voice synthesizers to make it so they have voice so that you can still listen to what they're saying. So it's going to sound a little weird for this thing, and I'm sorry about that, but just work with me on it. So pretty much, here's the interview. So first off, this is for SilverChiren. How do you know KodaichiZero?
Well, when I'd seen his post that he was stopping work on the Clay Soldiers mod, I instantly sent him a message telling him that I'd do it for him. San did the same thing too.
Okay, and you, San?
The first time I talked to Kodaichi was the time when he decided to give up the Clay Soldiers mod. Kodaichi is a great modder who makes awesome mods, for example the new Veteran Animations mod.
Okay, so, SilverChiren, where did you learn to program this stuff?
Funny story. I picked up some code and started playing around with it, changing numbers, moving lines around, seeing what did what. After a while I started trying to put my own things together, and ended up helping the teacher in this programming class I was in back in high school, and even did a bit of teaching in the class myself.
That's cool. So how about you, San?
The first real programming language was C++. I learned it at a technical school for software development and with learning by doing. The first program I wrote was a Riser, LINK. Then I started modding, and because Java has a similar syntax like C++, I only had to concentrate and learn how Minecraft is built up.
Next question. So, what is your favorite mod for Minecraft, SilverChiren?
I'm pretty fond of Ken's mods, though I must say Clay Soldiers is number one. That's why I was so willing to work on the project.
Yeah, I'd agree that the Clay Soldiers mod is also my favorite. So what about you, San?
Do APIs count too? If yes, then Minecraft Forge. If not, then Optifine and SPC, not counting my own mods.
Okay, so this is for you, SilverChiren. Where do San and you get the ideas for the new features of Clay Soldiers?
Suggestions, dreams, random thoughts, stuff like that.
Okay. So, do you guys ever collaborate with KodaichiZero for Clay Soldiers now, SilverChiren?
No. He fully gave the project to us. We work completely without his involvement. He's complimented us on our work, though.
Okay, Silver, so out of all the features that are in Clay Soldiers right now, which one is your favorite?
The Nexus, it gives so many more possibilities.
You're definitely right there. Nexus really does have a lot of possibilities. So how about you, San?
Hard to say. I would tend to the mounts.
Okay, so are there any future plans for Clay Soldiers that you guys are willing to share with us right now?
This file should speak for itself. We'll have to actually download it to see things. Dang Mediafire.
Okay, so yeah guys, sorry about this, but the link I do not have right now, so I'm just gonna keep this document for myself and let you guys wait for it to be released. But in the meantime, maybe San will like to reveal a couple of new features himself.
Yeah, SMP support.
Okay, cool. Can't wait for SMP support. That's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be playing a lot of servers and stuff. Found out that it's actually really fun with better than Wolf's mod to make like villagers and stuff. So I'll have some fun with that. So, what's your guys' favorite things about Minecraft?
The fact that we can build our own worlds exactly how we think they should be, even from the very fabric of reality. It lets us bend and shape things in ways no other game allows. Even without mod, you can construct a planet of your very own, or just blow stuff up for stress relief.
Who doesn't love blowing stuff up? So what about you, Sam?
The game itself and that it can be easily modded. And of course the huge community around it.
Okay, so next question. Let's start with you, SilverChiren. Out of SanAndreasP and you, who do you think does what for the mod?
I mostly just make the textures, models, and plan sheets, though I have contributed a bit to the coding of it. I coded the first few hidden features myself, fixed some bugs, and also almost entirely made the horse variety possible. San does most of the coding though. He's a lot better at making things work than I am. You could probably credit the mod still working like it should to him.
Okay, cool. So what is it like from your perspective, San?
I do most of the coding. SilverChiren does many textures and the community stuff, like responding to forum posts. We both come up with ideas and decide which ones are good/bad.
Do you guys ever watch the mod spotlights on YouTube for the Clay Soldiers mod? I'd have to imagine there's a whole crap load of them.
I think I watched all of them, though there may be a few I've missed. I'm pretty active with the Clay Soldiers community as a whole, even to the point of helping those video makers with suggestions and corrections in the case of missing or incorrect information.
Wow, that must take a lot of time and patience. So what about you, San?
If there are any and we have time to watch them, the most spotlights, as of course the Clay Soldiers mod. But we cannot put all videos into our threads, because that would overload the thread and its loading speed.
That really must take a lot of time. So what's the best suggestion you guys have ever seen for a new mod?
Suggestion for a whole new mod? I can't really say. I don't look into that part yet. However, for a suggestion of a new feature to a mod, I would have to say it would be any of the fan suggestions that have actually made it into Clay Soldiers.
I'd have to agree with you there. Pretty much every feature of Clay Soldiers is awesome, and I think that's what makes it the best mod out there. So, what's your favorite idea for a new mod, San?
There are so many suggestions. Well, one of the best I can remember was a list of mobs for my Ender Mobs mod.
Okay, next question. So, SilverChiren, if you could just snap your fingers and have any new feature added into Clay Soldiers just like that, which feature would you have added?
Hard to think of anything for this, because all of the ideas I have along those lines are either already in the mod or on that plan sheet up above.
Yeah, I looked at that plan sheet and there's a lot of really good suggestions. Can't wait for all of them to be added, and I'm sure that the community will be excited too. So what about you, San? Which one would you like to see? And
a new and user-friendly building system.
so for the next question, there's a lot of features in Minecraft right now. Some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. But what new feature would you like to see put into the game?
More plant life. Variety of everything in general, but mostly just more plant life.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'd like to see a lot more new plants and stuff. So what would you like to see in Minecraft, San?
I'm looking forward to the new official mod API and its benefits.
Okay, so this is definitely what made you guys extremely famous on the Minecraft community. So, continuing the Clay Soldiers mod. Really popular mod, and a lot of people, including myself, were devastated to see it was discontinued. So how do you guys feel about actually continuing this mod and keeping it alive?
I'm all for it, and I plan to be a part of it until there's not a single person left on the planet enjoying it. Counting myself as well.
And what about you, San? How do you feel about continuing such a popular mod?
It's a lot of fun doing so, but you shouldn't stick on one project the whole time. Breaks and doing some other stuff are also very important, or else you will lose the fun to work on this project.
Okay, so if you guys can, are there any other mods you may make in the future?
Sam and I have spent the past few days working on the new Dimension mod. You can look forward to seeing it soon enough.
I'll be sure to stay tuned. So, anything you can reveal, San?
Indeed. Actually, we work on a new project with lots of stuff, so stay tuned about our stuff. I'll post update news and such on my Tumblr account.
Yeah, too bad I don't have a Tumblr account to follow you. So now this question goes for both of you, and it's the last one that does. So, are there any tips and advice that you can give to other people who are interested in making mods?
Best tip I have would be to get your hands on some code, play around with it a while until you figure out how things work, then get a good idea in your head. Every single tool you need to make a mod is free entirely. Just download them and start them up. Once you know what you're doing and know what you want to make, it just takes the effort of doing it. As I say about life in general, don't hold back ever. If you don't like how things are, or if there's something you want to happen, do something about it.
That's just amazing advice. Can't agree more. So, what about you, San? Any advice you have to give for the fellow mod makers of the community?
Here's Eclipse. It's a lot easier to code in this IDE than writing stuff in Notepad or other text editors. Also look into some community mod APIs like ModLoader or Minecraft Forge for the sake of mod compatibility. It's worse to have a great mod which is compatible with nothing than to have a bad mod which is compatible with most stuff.
That's some really good advice you guys have. So, these last two are for you, San. So how do you both usually feel about suggestions for the mods like guns and for control of Clay Soldiers?
We just ignore them and respond once that we won't add these features unless it's already mentioned few posts above. The same goes for private messages with a reference to section 9 in the first post.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of suggestions on there, and must admit, every time I look on your guys' forum, even I get annoyed a little bit by the people who are just ignorant like that. So, why did you start modding?
Well, I wanted farmable cocoa beans, so I made a cocoa tree. That's also the first mod I've made. Then there came other ideas in my mind, like defensive turrets, and I've made them. It was a lot of fun to see ideas working in the game, and it amazes me what I can do in Minecraft with some lines of code. And that's why I started modding.
Okay, well, first off, now that's all the questions, so I want to thank SanAndreasP and SilverChiren so much for taking the time to respond to all the messages I sent you guys, and also just for answering all the questions and everything. I'm sure that must have taken a lot of time, and I know you guys are really busy with things like Clay Soldiers mod. So, thanks again. It means a lot that they are people like you who are so busy with life and are so popular, but still take the time to respond to the fans and help them out too. And it's just great. So thank you guys again for doing all this stuff to help. And so now, anyone else who's watching this, if you guys want me to interview a certain person, just leave a comment suggesting who, and I'll see what I can do. Some people, like In the Littlewood, Captain Sparkles, I've tried coming in contact with, but they just won't respond, and the only ways I could really get in contact with them are if I can get someone else to arrange something. Like I've also tried with KodaichiZero. I think it would be really cool if I could interview SanAndreasP and SilverChiren, and then Flower Child and Marglyph and all those people too, so that I'm not just doing YouTubers, and I'm also starting to do more mod makers, but they just won't respond, so, you know, what are you going to do? Maybe I'll just find some other people, get more other people who are willing to respond and stuff, and then eventually this series will become popular enough that more people will hear about it, and then I will be able to get in touch with better people. Or not better even, just more popular, more busy people like that, you know. So, thank you guys again for watching, and to all the people who are watching this who I have interviewed already, thank you so much for the interview. It is people like you who are keeping the series alive, and it just means a lot to have people so popular who still take time to appreciate the fans who got them there. So, thank you guys all for watching, and I hope to see you guys with the next episode of the series, whenever it is. Don't forget these interviews take time, especially this one, because not only did I have to get the questions and everything, but then once they answered them, I had to put them into a text-to-audio synthesizer thing, then organize it all in Audacity so that it sounds like we're actually talking. So, just be patient with the next interviews. If I can get in contact with the people, I'll tell you. So, thank you guys again for watching. If you like this video, please comment and rate and whatever, and if you really enjoyed it that much, then feel free to subscribe, and if not, then I'm sorry if you guys didn't enjoy it. So, burn on, guys. See ya.